Today I want to talk about my pappy's funeral just because it did happen very recently on Thursday, and that's something I can very clearly see in my mind. At a funeral home, it looks a lot like a chapel where the casket is. There are pews, and it kind of leads up to the casket. And then in the back there are parlors, and they kind of reminded me of a scene from like Clue. It was very much wood and leather couches, very monochromatic, very drab almost in the coloring, very monochromatic. I think I already said that. Very muddy in coloring is what I was looking for. And with that, the hospitality that we were shown by the people that work at a funeral home is very important in that field of work, because you have grieving families that come in all the time, and you have to be, empathetic to them. You have to show that you care for them and that you're there for them. And so they did that very well when we were there. We forgot to assign pallbearers for the funeral, and everyone that was working that day came out and they were pallbearers. And that is something that is very nonverbal. That is very much, if you're not familiar with the 5 love languages, I do encourage you to look that up, because that is all nonverbal cues, but that's very much an act of service. And we were shown a lot of the 5 love languages, except for words of affirmation during the whole process. People do come in black and they're grieving and everything, but them showing up and providing their condolences is very much a nonverbal way to say, hey, we're there for you. Them bringing us flowers is a great nonverbal cue, because they very much represented my grandfather. He was an avid gardener. His favorite team's Bama, so a lot of them had, the little Bama flags, the little elephants in it. And he loved pound cake. And so they brought us food, but I think we also got 5 or 6 pound cakes during this time, because they knew how much he loved them. And so acts of service and gift giving are 2 of the love languages. And I feel like throughout this time, my family very much showed quality time as a way to non-verbally communicate that, we were there for each other. My little brother's 9. He didn't really know how to process it. I gave him quality time. And I feel like that's definitely one of my love languages, is quality time and acts of service. And that's how I communicate. And I feel like it's very important to be able to do that, because, again, when you're grieving, you can still feel the full range of human emotion. You're not just sad. You're not just happy. You can be all of those things and still be grieving. And so to be able to show support and show, hey, I'm there for you, without saying that, is really big in that time, because I'm one of those people. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be touched. But if you do something like that for me, it means so much to me. So yeah, it's so important to be able to do that, especially in a time like that.